Hi everybody, it's Miss Traci from the Hoover Public Library Children's Department, and I'm really excited about our Try This at Home program today. Today we are going to make bookmarks in honor of National Library Week. Now, I had an ulterior motive to want to do this today because I was tired of using old chewing gum wrappers and old mail to hold places in my books. So I've had fun getting ready for this program, making lots of fun bookmarks, and I hope you guys have fun as well. Now the first type of bookmark I want to show you how to make is a corner bookmark, and we are going to make those in two ways. So the main thing you have to know about making the corner bookmark is that the paper you use has to be a square. If you have origami paper, then you already have square paper at home, but I did not. So all I had was 8.5 by 11, or this was a little bit smaller than 8.5 by 11, but it's still a rectangle. So I'm going to show you how to easily turn this rectangle into a square. I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to take this edge right here, and I'm going to fold it all the way over to the edge of the paper. Let's see, all the way down. Let's see, make sure it's nice and even, or as close to even as it can be. And then we're going to push down right along that edge to make a nice crease. Now that we are finished with that, we have this rectangle that we do not need anymore. So I'm going to take a pair of scissors and I'm going to cut right here. And we'll put this to the side because we do not need that anymore. Alright, so I'm going to open up the triangle and you have the square. The two triangles made the square. So it's pretty cool. Now, if you already have origami paper, just skip that step altogether, and now we'll all be in the same place. So I have my square piece of paper, and the first thing I'm going to do with this bookmark is I'm going to turn it this way so that I see a diamond, and then I'm going to take the bottom right here and I'm going to fold it up. Alright, and you should have a crease if you made your square paper like I made mine, so that's not going to be a big deal. Alright, so now we have a triangle again. Then I'm going to take the top piece right here with the point right on that corner, and I'm going to fold it down. Now make sure that you have one layer right here because you actually have two layers of paper. So take this point and you're going to fold it down to the bottom edge. And this is what is going to become your pocket later. Alright, so now that we have that done, I'm going to take this corner right here and I am going to fold it all the way up to this corner. So let's take that, we're going to fold it and make a nice crease again. Alright, and now that we've done that, I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. I'm going to fold it up towards the middle like this. Alright. And so now you should have a diamond again. Now, we are going to take these two corners and we're going to fold them back toward the triangle and down inside the pocket. So let's start with this one. I'm going to fold it toward the triangle and I'm going to fold it down and just make sure it goes into that pocket you made earlier. I'm going to do the same thing with this side. Take that, I'm going to fold it down like this. And you might have noticed that the paper I'm using is white on one side and a pattern on the other. So you're not going to get the same design here and here. But this is actually the finished product. and you're just going to stick this onto the edge or the corner of the page that you're on in your book to hold your place. Now let me show you a few more examples of ones that I made. Okay, so this one I made out of pattern paper as well. Let me see, show you that one. Yeah. And then I made this one just out of pink paper. And you can decorate these any way you want to. If you have tape, this patterned, or I have stickers, that's about all I have. But if you have glitter glue or jewels or any fun things like that, sticker letters, then you can decorate them any way you want to. And so there's another one. I just put one little sticker on. And then I wanted to show you this. So if you don't have paper at home to use, besides what you're using for your schoolwork right now, the loose leaf lined paper, you can still make one, and it's actually easier because when you're folding paper, the thinner the paper, the better it is. So if you use a thinner paper or construction paper, then it's better than a heavy cardstock. So once you have this, you can make it really cute. Can jazz it up with some markers and maybe another little sticker. So don't worry if this is the only kind of paper you have at your house, because you can still make one. Alright, so I'm going to put these bookmarks to the side over here, and I'm going to show you how to make the second bookmark. Now remember, we have to start with a square, so I am going to quickly do the same thing with this piece of paper that I did with the first one. So let's get rid of that rectangle. And this one is going to involve more cutting and also glue. Okay, so now if we open this up, we're going to have the square that we need to make our corner bookmark. So I'm just going to turn it like I did last time, so I'm seeing a diamond. I'm going to fold from bottom to top, and I'm already going to have this crease because of the way that I made my square, but I want this crease to really show. So I'm just going to use my fingernail to run down the edge of the paper. Now open it up again and turn it. And I'm going to make this the bottom, and I'm going to fold it up to the top just like this. And I'm going to do the same thing because I want a nice crease down here. Right here. So I'm going to do that. And now I'm going to open it up. I'm going to put my box here, and I don't know, I think you'll probably be able to see this, but there's a nice X right here. There's also 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. We only need 3 triangles. So I am going to cut one of the triangles. I'm going to start here at this corner, and I'm going to cut along the crease on one side of this triangle. And then I'm going to turn it a little bit, and I'm going to cut along the crease right here on the other side of the triangle. So when I'm done, this is what I have. I have a triangle that's facing down, and I have 2 triangles that are facing toward the middle. Now, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take one side, and right down here at the bottom, you're going to take this corner and you're going to fold it up to meet this corner. Just like that. So you see, you have it like this. You're going to fold it right here on this crease, and you're going to line it up just the best you can. And then we are going to take our fingernail and make a little crease again. Alright, so now you have another triangle that you just made. So we're going to take some glue. Now I don't have any Elmer's here, but I do have a glue stick. You can use any adhesive that works well with paper, Elmer's or any other glue that works well, or even double-sided tape would work. So I'm covering this whole triangle with glue. Now I'm going to take this corner and I'm just going to fold it right over. I'm going to come over and fold it, and then I am going to press down so that the glue will make the two layers stick together better. Now my fold wasn't perfect, and that's fine because I'm just going to snip that off. And now I have a different corner bookmark. This one's a little bit larger and it doesn't have a fold down the center. And let me show you some ways that I decorated this bookmark. Alright, so this one I just made out of black paper, and I didn't have any of that fun tape that a lot of people have, the washi tape, but I did have, let's see, oh, here it's, okay. So I had some paper that was real shiny, so I just cut it and put some glue on it and made it look like it was tape, and then I put some stickers on it. Again, you can do whatever you want to. If you do have some tape at home, that would be a great thing to use. Then I had some pattern paper, so I did another pattern one, and then this one was just a solid pink, and I just added some stickers. And as you can see, stickers are what I had the most of. So if you have other things, please use those and let me know what you used. I would love to hear your ideas too. Alright, so I'm going to put those to the side, and those are the corner bookmarks. Now I want to show you one more bookmark that I made from paper. I made a bookworm from colored paper and pattern paper, and it was really easy. I had this Born to Read frame from the Hoover Library, and I just used it to make circles. I made 5 of the circles, cut them out, and then I glued them together. I didn't have googly eyes, but if you have any of those at home, then that would be really cute to use. So I just made my own eyes. Now, if you don't have colored or pattern paper, that's fine, because this one I made, you can see this is all white, and so I just used colored pencils to decorate it. So those are some bookworms. Now, those are the only ones that I made out of paper. I just want to show you some other things you can use around your house. Alright, so I am going to take this right here. Oh, here we go. And as you can see, this is a cracker box. And I just made a template. This one happens to be, I think, 2.5 by 7. But I had a bookmark and I just used it as a template, and then I cut out some bookmarks from the cracker box. And on the first one, I wanted to make a collage, so I just put a little glue, and I had some tissue paper that I got from my gift wrap area, and I cut the tissue paper into squares. Another thing you can do besides cutting is you can tear them, and that will look really cool too. And you can just keep layering until you cover the whole bookmark. And when you're done, it's going to look like this. This is the one that I did. If you have colored buttons, I love buttons, they're fun, but I realized I didn't have a lot of buttons, so I just put this white one up here, but I still think it's pretty cute. And then, if you don't have any wrapping paper or any tissue paper, you can actually use well, I meant if you don't have any gift wrap tissue, but you just have gift wrap paper, then you can use that too. So I just cut squares out of some gift wrap paper and then did the same thing. I just made a little collage out of them. Now, there's a lot of things you can use for this. You can use construction paper, colored paper. You can use fabric if it's thin. So come up with some more ideas, like I said, and you can make your own collage bookmarks out of the cracker box. Now, another cracker box one that I made, let's see, all right. So I just got a little cracker box and I just made some lines so that I would have some different sections. And now, once you have your sections, you can use crayons or colored pencils or markers or watercolors, and you can color them in. You can use most anything. So that's how I started it. And I'm going to finish this one later with markers. But the one that I have this finished, I used watercolors. And I know this looks thick, but my watercolors were a bit old and they were a little gummy, but I think it turned out okay. And another thing you can do is you can use yarn or string or ribbon, and you can make little tassels for your bookmark. Just use a little hole punch, make the hole, and then you can add your tassel. So let's put this one to the side as well. Now, I'm going to show you this. This dictionary is very old and it's falling apart. And actually I bought it when it was old and falling apart because I wanted to use it for crafts. So if you have a book that's falling apart, you can do the same thing I did. But you need to ask your parents first, and you need to make sure that they're okay with it. If you don't have a book, you can use newspaper, magazine, anything you want to. So I started out with just a page, and then I got out my watercolors and I started playing around, drawing flowers. Just drew one with the pen, and then I started coloring this one in. I didn't really like it. So I came over here and I painted a little tulip and then wrote read. And like I said, use crayons, use markers, use colored pencils, whatever you want to. And then I got one of these bookmarks and I put it right here. And I used a pencil and drew around what I had painted. And then, now I'm going to show you what to do. You just cut out around those lines you just drew. And you're going to put glue all over the back. Let's get all this out of the way. You're going to put glue all over the back. And then you're going to stick it down to a larger portion of box, which I have right here. So, let me move this out of the way. So, we're going to take that and we're going to stick it down, just like that. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to take your scissors and cut around. And when you're finished, you'll have something that looks like this. And again, you can make a little hole with a hole punch and add a tassel if you want to. But I kind of like this one just the way it was. But that's just another thing you can do with a cracker box. Now, I want to show you one more idea that I had fun with. I went and got some old greeting cards that I really didn't want to get away, that I didn't want to throw away because they were sentimental. But, you know, I thought maybe I can make them into something else, and that's what I did. I'm just going to show you. See the cute little mouse here? I'm just going to put this down and just use it to draw a line on the part of the card that I want to use. And then I'm going to just cut it out. And when you're done, you'll have a cute little bookmark. And again, you can add the tassel, do whatever you want to decorate it with. And this, let's see if I can find the one that I made. It should be in here. Let's see. Oh, here it is. This was from another greeting card. You can see on the back writing. And I just did the same thing that I just showed you, and now I have a cute bookmark. So those are the things that I wanted to show you today. And the main thing I wanted to do is use things that I had just at my house. And so I hope that you'll be able to do the same thing. They don't have to be the same materials I use, but I hope that my bookmarks will give you ideas. And don't forget that the library is having a challenge in the month of April. You can check out our Facebook page, HPL Kids, to find out more about it. It's a challenge for you to make a bookmark that is related to reading, but make sure that you use the template that is linked to our post, because we need it to be a certain size, because the 3 winners, we're actually going to use those bookmarks, and we're going to have them printed to give out before school starts next year. So guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you're having and will continue to have a great National Library Week. See you next time.